Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is another story time for you guys, and I ain't even want to do it, but I'm gonna do it.
They made me do it.
If you're interested in my experience with DressLily.com, stay tuned. So, disclaimer, if you hear a little pitter patter and craziness going on in my background, that is Dovey. Y'all know she ain't got no sense, so just disregard her and the sound that you hear in the background, because whenever I'm filming, Dovey sees that as a time to completely lose her mind. A company reached out to me saying that they wanted to send me a whole bunch of products and clothes. They wanted me to do a wig haul for their company, and they asked me to, you know, look on their website. They gave me a budget and to find things that I liked, and they would send them to me for review, and then also, you know, it would be a paid partnership. Now, if you guys know anything about YouTubers and paid partnerships and things like that, every YouTuber has their own way of doing business, own way of handling partnerships and dealing with companies. So it really varies, but the basic gist of it is, if a company wants to work with you, YouTubers are nothing, they're no different than any other business. Like, we are taking our time to review the product, film the product, edit the content. Like, it takes a lot of time. Getting a YouTube video out can take anywhere from 4 hours to like 3 days, maybe even more, depending on what kind of product you're reviewing, what kind of video, what kind of content you're trying to put out there. So it's your personal opinion. However, if a company is going to reach out to you to do work for them, basically, I do feel like you should get paid for it. So I don't know how a lot of other YouTubers do it, but generally, just because I date someone who does photography and videography, anytime that you're producing content, it usually works is that you get paid after the content is produced, basically. So not many companies are gonna just send you products for free and pay you before you give them any kind of, you know, content, because then YouTubers could just run off with money. So generally you do get paid after you produce the content. So that wasn't a big deal. That's generally how I always do things. I said, that's fine. You know, send me the products, I'll, you know, review them. And one thing about me, and let me go ahead and say this, because if you guys have not been on my channel for a long time, if this is your first video on my channel, then you may not know this about me. But one thing that my subscribers know about me, regardless if it is a paid partnership or it's just something that I purchased myself, I am big on supporting Black owned businesses. Now, this company is not, but I'm just going off on a tangent because it's a story time, because it's just bothering me. I'm big on supporting Black owned businesses. So it is a lot of times that Black owned businesses will reach out to me to review their products, and I will do it for absolutely free, just because I feel like we need to uplift our community. But one thing you guys know about me, whether or not it is a paid partnership, I'm doing it myself, or I'm doing it for free, I'm always going to be honest. I don't care what the situation is. I'm not gonna come on here and blow smoke up y'all ass. If I didn't like it, I didn't like it. Usually when companies reach out to you to review products, they have particular products in mind. They don't really care what you want to review. They don't really care what you got going on with your hair. Like, I cannot tell you how many companies reached out to me when I was on the curly girl method to review products that had silicones in them. And I'm just like, one, you really don't follow and watch my channel like you're saying you do in this email, because if you followed my channel and knew what my channel was about, you would know that I didn't use silicones in my hair. But also that tells me too, you don't really care what I like, you just want me to try what you want me to try. So I thought it was a really nice gesture. They were like, hey, pick out anything for X amount of dollars on our website and review it on your channel and create the content how you see fit. So I get on the website and I'm initially like impressed with all the different options that they had like on the website.
But here, y'all know, in my story times, it's always a point in the story where, like, when you watching a movie and you seeing the girl finna get killed, you be like, you should have turned back then. This is the point in the story where I should have turned back.
And here is when I should have known that something was a little fishy. Dovey, move! I'm going through the wigs, the girls in the pictures are just looking a little strange. By strange, I mean this. So I'm staring at the picture and I'm like, maybe the wig just doesn't fit them correctly. Maybe, you know, the photographer just didn't get a good angle, because it is very easy to wear a wig and it look very wiggy and just not even look real on your head. So initially, that's what I'm telling myself. Initially, I'm like,
okay, Amber, these wigs look really wiggy, but you know how to finesse a wig, so you know it's not even gonna matter.
But the more and more I'm like scrolling through the website, these girls, and it's like the same girl on a lot of them, but these girls are just not looking kosher. I'm just seeing pictures like this. And I'm just like, that looks a little Photoshop. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think this is Photoshop. So I'm like, they're a little sketchy. But again, I'm like, I don't really know. I'm just gonna move forward and just see where this goes. So I pick out my items and I send them my car. I show them everything that I want and they say, no problem, we'll get it shipped out to you first thing tomorrow. The items come to me, they come exactly as described. I was, you know, super excited to get them, and everything looked fine. So I shot the content. And if you guys watch that video, you guys know that I was very honest, you know, with the content. That very first wig, I was very honest with y'all. I hated it, I didn't like it. It just was a bad unit. It was shedding all over the place, and I literally would never wear that wig out anywhere. But to be completely honest, all the other wigs I was super impressed with. I had so much fun shooting the video, trying on the wigs. I got a lot of good feedback from you guys on the wigs. I gave away one of the wigs. After I finished the content, of course, I send them the finished product, you know, so I can get my coin, so I can get my payment. They were super, you know, happy, and they were like, oh, we love the video. Thanks so much. This was a Wednesday. They were like, we will send you your payment on Friday.
On Friday? I just gave you this video on a Wednesday. Like, send me my payment now. And if you guys know anything, like PayPal is just a click of a button. Like, why you got to send it to me on Friday? Like, if you guys are business, are you waiting on you to get paid? Like, you got to get paid on Friday for you to give me my payment? Like, I've never heard of a business having to wait until Friday to pay anybody, especially if you contracted me.
It just was a mess. Like, I just, in my mind was like, see, y'all sound broke. And broke people don't do good business. I was a little nervous, but I was like, okay, you know, whatever, just send me my payment on Friday. Immediately after I said that, they reached back out to me and said, we would love to do another partnership with you immediately as soon as you have time. Same stipulations, same guidelines. That's another reason why I really wasn't worried about them telling me that, you know, we'll pay you on Friday, because they reached back out to me and was like, hey, let's work together again. So I was like, they're not gonna, you know, continue to send me products and work with me and not pay me accordingly because they're trying to work with me again. And also, they're not gonna do this because if you reached out to me to promote your product, obviously you think I have some kind of form of influence, so why would you do bad business? Up until this point, they were emailing me back like quickly. So when they did that, when they stopped emailing me back quickly, I started to like be like, this is a little strange. Friday rolls around, and Friday morning I get up and I check, because I mean, like, it's not like it's that big of a deal because YouTube is not my only full-time job. So I mean, I do have other income coming in, but if you say you're gonna pay me for my work, I'm gonna check to make sure that you did it. I'm gonna give it a little time. Friday afternoon rolls around and I'm like, okay, see, this is just unacceptable. So I emailed them and I'm like, hey, I just want to double check that you guys have sent the payment for the first partnership, because I haven't received it yet, and you guys told me that I will receive it on Friday when I should have received it on Wednesday. No response. So I wait a couple hours and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I just take it upon myself. I go on PayPal, and if you guys know anything about PayPal, you can go in and just like physically like request money from people. So I go in and I just decide that I'm gonna request my coins. I send them a money request for my payment, and I put in the description I want my money. I want them to know that I'm getting upset. Nothing, y'all. Like nothing. The next day rolls around and I'm heated at this point. Like, I'm heated. I send them another email, basically upset, telling them they do poor business, and this is, you know, you said you were gonna pay me on this day. I haven't heard anything from you. You have been ignoring all my emails, all my correspondence, and I'm gonna pull the video down. So if you guys see the video on my channel, like it doesn't even have like 1,000 views, I think, because I pulled it down. Like, I made it invisible. I'm like, I'm not finna, you know, do promotion for you guys and you basically just stiffed me for my paper. Like, since then I have put it back up because it is. So I decided to just Google them, which again, maybe I should have Googled them in the first place, but like I said, like, they came across to me like they knew what they were doing. They were very professional in the very beginning, and when I looked on their website, like, I always go look on a website and like look at their product for myself before I agree to do any kind of partnership and see if it's something that I would even be interested in, or if it, you know, falls in line with my brand. But you know, every now and then it's good to do a little Google search, a little research. Like, I need to start researching companies like I research people. When I tell you I'm the research queen.
Oh, my friend's talking to somebody. You don't know nothing about him, girl. Let me find out about him for you, girl. This is where he worked. This is where he went to school. This is how many girls he got posting on his page. I'm the research, like, baby.
So I decided to Google them, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
If y'all knew this beforehand and y'all did not tell me, like, y'all was watching that video, I'm mad at every last one of y'all, because what I saw completely blew my mind. So a couple of months ago, I actually remember this picture circulating social media. Like, I remember it because I was so damn weak. Like, because people were sending me the picture like,
girl, don't let this happen to you.
Like, my friends were sending it to me. It was all over Instagram. It was on BuzzFeed. I remember this picture circulating the internet. So when I Googled dresslily.com, y'all, this picture pops up. Talk about weak as hell and mad as hell at the same time. So if you guys don't know the story, basically, long story short, there was this YouTuber and she posted this picture of herself on her Instagram. It was her hair, and the picture just kind of went viral. I've had it happen to me when I got my Marley twists. When I first wore Marley twists, they were just becoming a thing, and there was this one picture that used to circulate that everybody would try to use. I mean, Havana twist companies, blogs, hairstylists were passing it off as their work. People were posting it on their Instagram. It just, so if you are a YouTuber, if you are somebody, you know, like, has like a big following on Instagram or social media, it definitely can happen to you, and you probably know what I'm talking about. I felt the girl's pain because, you know, it's one thing when your picture gets circulated around and it's just like hair inspiration, or, you know, people just showing you love because that's what you do it for, like for hair inspiration and, you know, to show off your progress, like you're proud of your hair. When people completely lie and take ownership for the picture and say that like the hair on your head is 4 bundles of Peruvian curly, like I've had that happen to me. Like my actual wash and go hair has been on like AliExpress company websites saying that I had in bundles, and it's just like, really? So long story short, basically what dresslily.com does is they take her picture and they put it on the website as if it was a wig. But then I also saw pictures of like Gabrielle Union and like Erica Mena and Karuchi, and just like, you you know good and damn well. So basically what happens is the YouTuber reaches out to them and says, hey, this is not a wig on your site. This is my actual hair. I did not give you guys permission to use this picture. Will you please take it down? And that's their answer to that. That's their answer, y'all. They take down her picture and then they Photoshop a girl's face on it. And they Photoshop the face so badly that it goes viral. What is that? Like, what is that? Finding loopholes. That's just shady. It's just shady business practices, and I'm not here for it. Like, I'm not gonna be a part of it. It's not even in my character to come on my channel and bash a company like this, but they know they're wrong. Like, they know they're wrong, and if they have people in the position in their business that are doing things like this, they need to either get those people out, or they need some kind of accountability needs to be had, because what they're doing is they are basically ruining their brand, ruining their company, and making people not want to shop with them, work with them, anything. And it's really sad because I generally really liked their stuff. Like, I generally feel like they had good products and good quality items. Have any of you guys worked with DressLily.com? What were your experiences with them? Leave it in the comment section below. I really would love to know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want to see more story times, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video, guys.